So as I approach my 40th birthday, the topic of age has recently come up, and for obvious reasons. Anytime your birthday is approaching, people always ask you, how old are you going to be? And this year, it's the big 40. Yes, you heard me correct. It's one of those milestone ages. It's one of those, we have to throw a party ages. And so as I share my age with people, I have been receiving the gracious and flattering statement, what? You do not look 40. And what I hear next is, how do you do it? What is the secret? Where is the fountain of youth? Well, first, it's absolutely God's grace on my life. I mean, He has given me 40 years on this earth. He has also given me one body for my temporary life on this earth. And I came to realize very early on that I have to do my best to take care of this body, to preserve this body. And so what is the secret? Physical fitness and nutrition. It is absolutely what you do to take care of this body that you've been given that matters. And it is the daily routine of exercise, of feeding your body the proper nutrition to build it up. I mean, we all have muscles, and those muscles need to be worked out in order to grow. I mean, if you don't work out your muscles, we know what happens. The muscles die, they just atrophy. So even more important is feeding your body what is essential to complement those workouts. I mean, good nutrition is just as vital as the actual workout. You can work out every day. I mean, you can work out 8 days a week, but if you eat like crap, you will not see the results you're looking for. So at the end of the day, the bottom line is both exercise and good nutrition preserve your body, and they take two things: discipline and consistency. So as I was thinking about this, it led me to think about the spiritual parallel between fitness and nutrition in our faith, our walks with Jesus, and working out. My friends, they are incredibly similar. I mean, in every single aspect. I mean, our faith, it involves hard work. It involves feeding on good spiritual food. As I mentioned before, discipline and consistency, they are vital. Without them, you will not experience growth. I mean, you won't be able to experience the spiritual health you need to finish the race that Jesus has set out for you. I mean, could you imagine laying around, eating whatever you want, whenever you want, thinking that you're going to achieve maximum physical health? That wouldn't happen. And trust me, it will never happen. I mean, with that being said, what makes you think that you can lay around and fill yourself with filth and junk and expect to achieve maximum spiritual health? That's not happening either. And so you're going to have to make sacrifices. You are going to have to cut things out. There are going to be highs and there are going to be lows. There's going to be blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, it's going to be an all-out fight. First, our faith is just like a muscle. It must be worked out. I mean, just like we go in the gym and we do rep after rep after rep, the same goes here. The more repetitions, the better. We must exercise our faith every single day in order to be in the top spiritual shape, for this battle called life. So how do we exercise those faith muscles? Well, for me, it starts with the Word of God. I mean, every single day we've got to open the Word, because when we open the Word, we hear from the Lord. When we open the Word, we're able to see His expectations for us. We're able to see His commands. We're able to see those promises. And man, my friends, those promises are rich, and they give us confidence when we are drained. When we are at the end of our rope, they give us the hope to stand on. When we spend time with Him daily, our knowledge in Him grows, our wisdom increases. Ultimately, our faith skyrockets, and we start to live spiritually fit lives that empower us to go to battle. This battle, my friends, it's a real battle. I mean, Paul wrote about this in Ephesians. Ephesians 6:12 says that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against spiritual darkness. The enemy is working 24/7 and is constantly attacking us any way he can. And first, if we're spiritually weak, there's a great possibility that we're not even going to know that we are being attacked. Second, if we even recognize that we're being attacked, we are no match for this battle. We are sitting ducks. Second, as important as it is to eat the proper foods for maximum nutrition and performance, it is even more important that we feed our minds in the same way. Our imagination, it's a God-given gift, but if it's fed dirt by the eye, it's going to be dirty. I mean, all of our sinful desires, they begin with our imagination. Therefore, what we're feeding our imagination is, it's of maximum importance. I mean, what we're reading, what we're watching, the environment that we're putting ourselves in, they all influence our imagination. So in closing, I want to leave you with a challenge. Are you in good spiritual shape? Are you working out your faith? Are you feeding yourself good? Are you feeding yourself junk? Just as we need to train, eat well, put in the work physically to experience, that great physical health, we have to do the same to experience spiritual health. And don't forget about what Paul said in 1 Timothy chapter 4, where physical training is of some value, but godliness it comes first. So don't get those twisted. Make sure you are working out your salvation. Make sure that you are putting in that work daily to build up those spiritual muscles. And last, I want to encourage you. This takes time. I mean, you aren't going to be the most spiritually fit person overnight. I mean, it's a process. When is the last time you walked into the gym and then came out with a six-pack? Never. It just does not happen that way. And so the same goes as you pursue Jesus. There are going to be ups, there are going to be downs, there are going to be days that you don't want to get out of bed, days that you aren't on fire and you feel like you're just going through the motions, but you got to keep pressing. You got to keep moving forward. The Lord will bless that discipline. He will bless that effort. And at times, He will be the one that'll carry you through. So trust Him. He is able.